Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am Alison. I write as Alison May, 50% of Juliet Bell, and most recently as Ali Sinclair. And here on YouTube I talk about writing craft, editing, publishing and all things related. If that is the sort of content you are here for, then please subscribe to the channel. Subscriber numbers make a huge difference to YouTube creators. So please do that. Like this video, hit the notification bell so you get notifications of new videos, and it would be lovely to have you here. This month is November, and so like the whole of the rest of the writing community across the interwebs, I am mostly talking about NaNoWriMo. So NaNoWriMo officially stands for National Novel Writing Month. It's kind of a silly title now because it's entirely international in its reach. But the core idea of NaNoWriMo is that during the month of November you write 50,000 words on your novel in progress. So I am doing Nano this year. I don't know if I'll get to 50,000 words or not. I've written 50,000 words in a month multiple times. I mean, I've written 25k in a week. I've written 22k in 2 days. So in some ways, I kind of feel like Nano should be the perfect fit for me. I am a writer who prefers to write fast, not to edit much, to get my head down and do it. But I also have a very rebellious streak, so that when there's a rule that says you have to do this, my brain immediately refuses. So whilst I've written 50,000 words in a month plenty of times, I don't think I've ever actually done it during November, but I'm trying this year. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that experience. It's the start of the month, so we've got some tips for productivity, some suggestions of how to approach Nano, from someone who has written 50,000 words in a month lots of times, but admittedly never during NaNoWriMo, but I have some suggestions how to approach it nonetheless. I will check back in at the middle and the end of the month in the next 2 videos, and we'll take a little look at some different aspects of NaNoWriMo over the month. So the big thing I want to talk about this week is the practicalities of writing 50,000 words in a month, because realistically the rest of life is not going to stop for that month. Now, I'm in an immensely privileged position from the point of view of trying to write lots of words in a month, because I am entirely self-employed. 50% of what I do is just write. The other 50% is teach writing, edit, and support writers. So my whole kind of portfolio of ways to generate income and keep myself busy are writing and publishing related. So I'm kind of in a stronger position than a lot of people who might have like a 9-to-5 job or shift work in another job. I don't have kids. At least I don't think I do. I mean, I'm really paying no attention to them if I do. So let's hope I don't have kids. So I have a lot less commitments than a lot of people watching this will have, and I have a lot more ability to manage and structure my own time. Even within that though, the biggest thing to bear in mind, I think, when you're starting Nano is that life isn't going to wait while you do this. Life isn't going to put itself on hold. So take a look at the month ahead at the start of November, and straight away when I look at the month ahead, I know that I have at least 5 or 6 other things that are going to take up my time. So I have a front list title out this Christmas. I have a Christmas novel out this year with my current publisher as Ali Sinclair. So I'm going to have to spend some time promoting that book, talking about that book, doing my social medias, thanking people who've reviewed it, all of that, all of which is lovely stuff to be doing, but it's a hunk of time. I also have a backlist title that is being reissued this year, or that I am reissuing. This is going to be self-published. It's 3 novellas that I wrote back in 2013, 2014, 2015, and I'm reissuing those this year. So again, I'm going to have to spend some time promoting that, asking people to review that, because it's been off sale for a while. I've lost all my previous reviews, so there's a certain amount of arm twisting of friends and relatives who read it in the past to stick a review up for me for that book. So that again is another slice of time. I am 3 weeks off finishing teaching an online course that I've been teaching for the last month. Yeah, so through October and November, basically. I've got 3 more weeks to go. So that is 3 hours a week that I am teaching, and probably another hour a week, 30 to 60 minutes a week that I'm preparing that course. Normally preparation time would be a lot longer than that, but it's a course I've taught before, so I'm reusing material that I wrote in the past. But that doesn't mean there's zero prep. I'm still having to go through it, update it, look at who's coming on each session, make sure what I'm teaching is going to be appropriate to their needs. So there's still a certain amount of preparation. That's probably 4 hours a week out to teaching that course. Rather joyfully, I have a holiday coming up. So at the end of November, I have a little holiday. So that knocks out the last 4 or 5 days of Nano straight away, because I am going on holiday, and ideally I would really like to not take my laptop with me and not write during that period. That may or may not be realistic, who knows. I also have during November 2 different book events that I'm going to. So I've got one tomorrow. By the time you're watching this video is released on Friday, it'll be one yesterday up in Manchester, and I've got another down across in Warwickshire in Ulster later in the month. So again, travelling up to Manchester, I'm staying overnight, so there's a big hunk of time taken out. I'm going by train, so hopefully I'll get some writing done on the train, but that's kind of reliant on me getting a seat, which isn't guaranteed. Yay, railways. So, you know, that could be really productive time, or it could be really stressful time when nothing gets achieved. I just don't know yet. And I also have an editing client who is sending a manuscript to me in the next few days that I will need to do a developmental structural edit on during November. So there are lots and lots of other things going on. Even for someone who has quite a lot of flexibility over managing their schedule, there is stuff that I have to do, other things that have to be done, other work that has to be fitted in. So my big advice for Nano is to work out a schedule that is going to work for you in your circumstances. When you log on to the Nano site, it gives you that profile of 1,667 words per day. And that is if you take a flat profile and write for the same amount of time or the same number of words every day during the month. That might work for you. If you are someone who has quite a regular routine and you think, right, I can write every evening, I will write from 8 till 9:30 every evening, and I will do my 1,600, 1,700 words every day, that totally might work for you. But for others of us, that flat schedule is really, really difficult to maintain. So this is my planned Nano schedule this year. And you'll see that it's really, really variable. My daily target varies from no words at all, aiming to take weekends off, up to 5,000 words. And those are days when I am only writing. I'm not doing other work. I am being a writer on those days. So those are full writing days, and I'm aiming for 5,000 words. So to some of you, that schedule will look insane. To some of you, that schedule will make way more sense than the idea of doing 1,600, 1,700 words every single day as a flat target. Those 0 word days, just a word about those. I'm a really, really big exponent of giving yourself time off. If you want to make writing into your career, if you want to make a living from doing it, if you want it to become your job, then one of the ways you treat it like a job is taking time off. Working in a paid job, like a salaried job 7 days a week, would be really bad for your physical and mental health. And I think writing every single day can potentially be really bad for your health too. Now, some people say you write every day, you write every single day come hell or high water. If that works for you, if that suits you, more power to you, you do that. It doesn't suit me. I get tired, I get bored of things, I lose interest in projects, I get frustrated, I procrastinate more. I work far better if I try and fit it into a short amount of time and then have clear time off. I tend to be more productive. So know how you work, know what your schedule is, and create yourself a kind of set of goals that works for that. That's what I'm attempting anyway. Come back in a couple of weeks and we'll have a look at how successful that was. For now, if you're doing Nano, let me know in the comments what your plan is, what your schedule looks like. And if you have any questions about NaNoWriMo, again, pop them in the comments and we'll try and answer those next time. Farewell.